Greetings, I'm Sir Vainglory and welcome to part 129 of my run through Crusader Kings 3, now playing as the Emperor Dobromil of Francia. My father died in the end of the last part, and he had been scheming to try and get rid of me. In fact, my father made me a knight. I suppose I can't be a knight any longer anyway. He was going to get me killed off in some sort of war, but never mind. Forget about that. We're at war to take Silesia here from Poland. And Poland is still involved in... well, no, the other wars have finished, actually. So they had an offensive and a defensive war going on up here. I suppose that's why these guys have arrived and started sieging down my territory. Right, we've won another siege. We're going to bring this army down here. Put these guys gas at a peep. Do I still have... yes, still got Macarius. He's now 78. As my marshal. In fact, there he is there. We'll have you come down here and finish this siege, and then we'll have you march in here and deal with these guys. If we're up to speed 3, people tend to march a bit more quickly, I've noticed. Right, you come out. Master Dyers construct... ah, yes. And Constantinople. So, next on the agenda was going to be shipwrights for the development growth. A couple more months. And what does development look like here, actually? Yeah, pretty bright. And how about, just out of interest, wealth? Not as good as Bryce's. Look at this. That used to be mine. Anyway, carrying on. Let's see this battle one up here, please. Chase them down. Do I have a wee organizer? Just noticed another military engineer there, I think. Imagine not having an organizer. Right, okay, just carry on as you are, and you there. Where's that other engineer is? Get that siege done a bit more quickly. Right. We're back at it. They are out in 9 days. We are in 4, so we've got them. And she's commanding the army herself, is she? Capture her. Put it into... oh. Independence demand. To my liege, it is time for you to recognise the full independence of ASUSTeK and the other states in the independence faction. And where is this ASUSTeK place? Ha! I will not be threatened, you bugger. War is declared, or rally the troops. And with this one, I'm going to call in my allies. Once we get started, desertion. Okay, that's fine. Right. Oh, we've completed that war, so maybe I don't need to rally the call in allies. Let's go ahead and enforce our demands. Do you have... no, you don't. Of course you don't. You're a bit old for that nonsense. Yeah, enforced demands. Thank you very much. You guys get on the march. You've got 10,000, so let's head for here. Because I think that's where their army might be marching up to. And what's happening in there? Somebody's... That's not anything to do with us. Fine. Yeah, so carry on. I meant to have a look at this. Should I appoint an antiquarian? I need to bring some people under tribute before we... before I start throwing more money about on employees. Check crown. Okay, that will give me more domain taxes. The vassal limit goes up. When did I get this? Well, it says it's new, so yeah, let's start wearing this. Journal, prestige and renown. Level of devotion. I think I'd rather take the prestige, to be honest. Weapons. Prestige of 0.4, prowess of +6, night effectiveness of 5%. Keep that sword. Prowess of +9, prestige. Retreat losses -15 is what we're looking at there. Belligerent vassal levy base. See, for example, authority from their leads. They often partake. Right. So their levy goes up. I don't know if I've got many belligerents. Probably just keep that. Nothing else in there. Okay. Carry on. And Duke of Apollonia. I guess we could ransom you away. County control, yeah. And I've only taken one of these territories for myself. I suppose it, yeah, okay. I thought it was actually taking a duchy here. Wait, what's going on? Yeah. So who holds this? Yeah, okay. I guess, yeah, I took just our personal holding. Fair enough. That's what it is. Okay. Where did their army go? I hate it when armies just disappear. Expanded docks constructed in Constantinople. We've still got 4,500. Let's go and spend some more. We could expand either of them again. Men at Arms maintenance goes down by 4%. I think probably better to do that. Again, upgrade only takes 2 months. Old tales. My gait slows as I approach a room. I fancy I can hear a voice. Yes, there it is. I spy my mother, Blazena, grandly holding her grandchild, Spitinev, enraptured with a story. I listen in as well, catching only stray passages. Blazena is recounting some tales from a life well lived, and the stories of times both new and old clearly rings very true with Spitinev, whose mouth hangs excitedly agape. Any other advice? And who is this? Ah, my player son. Yeah, I knew that. I recognised him from somewhere. Yeah, this is sweet. Best leave them to it. Let's allow him to try and improve some of his stats. Yeah, unpause. I've got horse pen and braces. I'm going to, again, it doesn't cost me much, we'll upgrade that. And you are Autocar of Burgundy. Submission of a loan is evidence of your honour. Yes, okay, well done. Thanks for travelling all this way. Bring money next time. Aha, here we go. You would send me 6,000 troops. I will accept that. 25 gold. And I like to get out of Burgundy. Can't call you to war. Okay. Shadow over Looney. Summon the physician. And they can do their usual business. Radical action, okay. Desperate measures. You've been quite good in the past. Treatments have tended to work well. The disease which was set to spread like a flame to paper across my realm has slowed to a crawl. The radical measures proposed by Jaromir have taken a toll on the economy in the short term, but Lunan fever may not quite be the threat we had all feared. Wunderbar. The shipyard's done. So 1200. I think we'll leave that for now until we're at peace. And I get some under tribute. It has been a good while since I saw my old heartthrob Isabel. Even after all these years, the thought of her as the subject of my childhood infatuation occupies my mind in the midnight hours. Confess my love, and I don't think I want more kids, we've got plenty. Set aside the childish thoughts. And my wife would murder me, probably. You want to send me 2,000? Yeah, 25. Well, it's a wee bit expensive compared with the number of men you're going to send me, but we'll take them. And there's some of those troops. Let's have you just head. Where is my enemy? Aha, yeah. So if you could head straight for his capital, you will head down and around there. And you, did you take a different route? Right, he's moved on. He's moving on. Let's have you head back down just to space them out a wee bit and avoid some of the attrition. You can head for there. Well, no, head for there. Ah, my spy master? Yeah, she's been swayed. She finally likes me. She's good stuff. Do we take his capital? Yeah, I think we will take his capital because he's not sieging down Constantinople. Oh, oh, oh. There's the rest of his army. Where have you been, you cheeky boy? Let's group up then. You coming for me? Looks like it, doesn't it? Okay, keep on coming. And we'll pull back up into the mountains here, where we'll meet up with that army and this army. And they've run away again. Cowards. Lost too many troops to attrition. Okay, turn about, come back down here. You head for there. And you... In fact, you head for there. You, sir. Head for there, right. Maybe we'll catch sight of them again. Right here, for example. Okay. Let's merge up. Or at least get all the armies a bit closer. And then we'll advance. Have my allies arrived yet? Anywhere? Ah, speaking of... Callipolis. 165. Yeah, we'll do that. Because we were only losing 0.6 per month now. To the sensible Emperor Dobromil of Francia, I propose a betrothal between my son and heir Manasses de Champagne and your kinswoman Picelde Robertine Orleans. A courtier. Of no great import. My caravan master. Okay, let's accept that. Go with my blessing. Let's see. So they've got 15,500 troops. I should have another 6,000 odd, I think, coming in somewhere. Now I can call dynasty members. I can ask my head of faith for gold. I'm certainly going to do that. You can create an accolade. Yeah, yeah. Let's call some of these folks in. Orleans, 225 renown. It doesn't scale by the number of troops they send, so let's just call you in. Get your men over here as quickly as you can. Thank you for that cash, that's very big of you. Of course you'll join, right, and I'm not going to spend any more cash on buildings at the moment. Let's get these guys grouped. We'll leave our marshal in command and we'll go and hunt these guys down. I'd like to know where other allies are up here. Do you know what? Don't follow them around. Well, follow them, I suppose, in that general direction. They're beginning to panic now. Let's see if we can't catch them. If they're beginning to string out like that... Ah! Oh, I thought that was them getting to that fight. That's a pity. I lost my caravan master. Okay, well, we've got to have you just head down in that general direction. We'll try and hit this army at least, if we can't find the other one. A number of so-called converso were told by their former rabbis to profess conversion to the true faith, but they have continued to practice rabbinism in secret. If true, this would undermine any efforts at converting the Jewish communities of Iberia to Christianity. One of their leaders, Amuna, is suspected of promoting Jewish teachings. Yeah, let's interrogate the heretic. The conversos are offended. Give me. Stewardship perk available, and it has to be positions of power. Councillor opinion goes up by 20. That's good. Although notice my patriarch still dislikes me. Right, let's go just swing for there. Another faction. There they go. I think I'd rather head in there. Catch some of them. Go on. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Can you march up there, please? And if my allies can come in and intercept them, that would be better. Right. Wow, what happens? That panic. I thought the game was going to crash again there. But we're okay. Let's just stay where we are for now. My allies are wandering around. I wish they would come and join me. Alright, let's wait. Discover the fascination. Divine right. Am I the... No, not legends. Am I the head of the culture? I am. Okay. Nothing looks as if it's going to be researched quickly or discovered quickly. 107 years, 110, 92 guilds. Well, guilds is only 5 years. Yeah, let's go for that. That'll be great, thank you very much. And... aha. Right, somebody's locked. Let's get in and see if we can catch whoever's left. Now they're having to go back in. Come on. No. That turned quickly. Okay. Right, we're defeated, I know. Come on, let's go. So much for you being my best commander. Where are you heading for? Right. Jalkadiki. Come down there. Then we'll send you up to take out this siege while they have wandered off up there somewhere. Spitinev comes of age. I am proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. Despite always seeming to seek authority and order, Spitinev has not become as proficient as expected in the administration of lands people. Blah, blah, blah. Right, we grew up fast. What a disappointment you are to me. Most of my children have been disappointments to me throughout this run. He said bitterly. Right, get up around there, kick some bottom, and then we'll go and siege down his capital. Factions against me. Leon of Navarra. I'm disappointed in you, to be honest. Orthodox populist. You want independence. Fine. Liberty faction is nothing at the moment. Okay. Yeah, you can't get away. Allies are arriving as well. Good stuff. The apple falls. Lately I've been pondering the education of my son Zygmunt. Is warfare really appropriate? Oh, okay. Forgiving is not great. Rowdy is. I've been pondering, is warfare really appropriate? Since training in stewardship myself. Stewardship wouldn't really be that useful. Let's continue with Marshall. Capture this guy. He's got a hat. County of Nicaea. See it done. Didn't capture that guy. Okay. My army. I think I'll split the army. Do that. 4,500 men up there. Oh, I forgot about this. Dangerous faction, not interested. My heir is unmarried. Alliance power. The Kingdom of Wales. Well, I suppose Kingdom of Wales is not that big. Kingdom of Frisia. Frisia is bigger. Well, Wales is actually massive. What happened there? That was the Byzantine Empire the last time I looked. Okay. She's 7, you're 16, that's fine. $13,000. That looks like a great idea. And also, if I want to head over back towards France, that could be useful. Okay. Betrothed it is. There we go. Got their alliance. Yeah, so let's get the sieges underway up here. I'm not going to go chasing down his armies. We'll let them wander around. We'll grab all his territory. Might kill that army if we come across it. Anyway, Shadow of Fame, Dawn. My father, the great Emperor Rorg, died of heart failure a long time ago, yet the flame of his life still shines bright. What surrounded him everywhere now seems to follow me. Many still consider me his son, rather than a man in my own right. Just yesterday, an old peasant was praising him as if he was still alive. The time has come to step out of his shadow, to make my mark on the world, to be recognised as the great Emperor Dobromil. Yep, now the world shall remember Rorg as my father. Continuing with this monthly prestige gain, my prestige has tanked quite a bit from where it was when I was my father. 28 gold, let's accept that as well. The more people want to come and join in here, the better. You're meant to be marching. You have the mangonels, you go in there with the Boleslav in command, and you will switch out for Kyriakos. And in fact, you can just start sieging down over in Adrian. Well, no, come up here. It's closer. Right, and it's time for a break. Are you heading for my capital? Oh, don't you dare. France, 12,000 troops for 53. We'll accept that. You'll be quaking in your boots now. We've got 46,000 troops. You want independence? Come and claim it. But yes, as I said, it's time for a break. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers!